Hi, it's Nicole at Cricut. Today we're going to customize this t-shirt with Cricut iron-on and our Cricut Joy. See you there. Some materials that you're going to need are your t-shirt blank, your weeding tool, some scissors to trim your material. We're going to use Smart Iron-On in the Joy size because we're going to use the Cricut Joy, and we have it connected to our device. We're also going to use an easy press and an easy press mat. So let's jump into Design Space and find our image. So here we'll start a new project, which will give us a blank canvas. We'll go to Images, and Images we can type in our term, which in this case is narwhal. You get a lot of results, so I'm going to look up the M number, which is this cute little guy right here. We'll select him and that will add him to our canvas. Now he's a little bit too big for our t-shirt, so I'm going to shrink him down just a touch. Perfect. We can change the color if we'd like to match the color of iron-on that we're going to use, but it's not necessary. I'm just going to click Make It. And this is a smart material, so we don't need a mat. We can just select Without Mat and confirm. And he fits on there just perfectly. We are going to mirror it because it is an iron-on. It's not super important for this project because there are no words, but just to make sure that it looks just how we want it to. And we'll click Continue. Select our device. That will connect. The light will blink on my Joy, letting me know that it is connected. And we can select our material, Smart Iron-On. With default pressure, I'm going to open this up and get ready to cut. So once you have your material selected in Design Space, it's ready to load. So for iron-on, make sure that you do the shiny side down. Since it's Smart Iron-On, it will grab it directly. There's no need for a mat. And it's going to measure the amount that it's going to need for your project. Once it's ready, we will click Go. Watch the magic. Once that's done, we can click Unload on our connected device, and it's really difficult to see because it's such a beautifully fine cut, but we can trim off the excess so that we have more iron-on for later. Set that aside. And now we're going to weed it. So I like to start with the outside first, and I just get a corner and pull that up. Makes it a little bit easier to see all of those fine details so I don't accidentally weed the wrong spot. Now that we're done weeding, it's ready to be pressed onto the shirt. So now that we have it weeded, cut out, ready to press onto the t-shirt, we're going to find the settings that we need for our easy press by going to the home page on Design Space and clicking on the heat guide. We'll select our easy press then our material, which is Smart Iron-On, and our base material, which is down here, it's the t-shirt. We're also pressing on a Cricut pressing mat, so we'll hit apply, and that gives us our temperature settings and our time settings, plus some instructions on how to press. We'll go over here, it's 315 for 30 seconds. Now that our Easy Press is heated up, ready to go, we're going to unfold our shirt and prepare it. We'll do a quick pre-press just for a few seconds to get any wrinkles and excess moisture out. Then we're going to take our image with the shiny side up and place it about 2 fingers down from the collar and as centered as I can get it. Cute little narwhal. I'm going to place this directly over our image and start the timer. So that beeped, that means we're ready to take that off. I'm going to let it cool a little bit until it's cool to the touch per the instructions on the Cricut heat guide. We've given that time to cool, so let's go ahead and peel that off. I like to go at an angle and just kind of roll it away. If I were to notice any spots that were coming up, I could just give it a quick repress, but that came up beautifully and it's all done. Look at how cute. I wish I'd made one in my size. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And as always, happy making.